The 16th annual Art Beijing Expo has just concluded. After being halted last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this year's event has witnessed some changes in arrangement. Li Chung reports.
Art Beijing is one of the most anticipated art events to the public every year, as people were encouraged to stay put during the Spring Festival earlier this year due to the pandemic. The ongoing 5-day Labor Day holiday is expected to see a travel boom. As a result, the expo is supposed to receive a large number of visitors. Let's go inside to see what they have for this year's event. Nearly 150 institutions have taken part in Art Beijing 2021. The artworks mainly represent the Chinese art market, especially works from Beijing. Organizers say changes are obvious at this year's expo.
让我们放扬我们的本土有那些艺术力量。
Due to the limitations caused by the pandemic, this year's Art Beijing focused more on domestic artists. I'm glad to find that many young artists are using modern artistic methods to express traditional Chinese culture and are doing it well. In the long run, Art Beijing will seek diversified development involving contemporary art, classical art, photography, design, and others. I hope visitors can see their favorite works of art here.
The Triumph Gallery has been taking part in Art Beijing since the expo was launched in 2006. Owner Li Lanfang says she found that the event has attracted a large fan base, and the number of collectors has also increased dramatically in the past 15 years.
In the beginning, there were more high-end collections on display, and now there are works suitable for different consumption abilities. The painting behind me is created by artist Liang Ying, a female artist who studied in Germany in the 1990s. Influenced by German Expressionism, she has integrated Chinese and Western cultures and developed her own style of ink painting. It's especially popular among young people.
German designer Catherine von Heichenberg is displaying her tea silk designs at the expo. Having learned couture in Europe, Heichenberg fell in love with the traditional Chinese silk fabric at first sight. Over the past 20 years, she has stayed in China working on the fabric, which is dyed through a completely natural process.
When I started working this after a few years only, and I got more involved, I went to the dyeing place, working with the craftsmen there, and then I understood how important or how much this is related to nature. This fabric is teaching me so many things. It needs several weeks for the dyeing process, and then you have to keep it several years before you can use it, so you cannot be in a rush. And then the result of the fabric is not really predictable. You might maybe be upset when the fabric is dyed and is coming back, it doesn't look like you want it. But then you have to work with this fabric, and then if next time maybe you want to have the same result, you won't get it. But this is also kind of an inspiration, and this also teaches us that we cannot really force the nature to do something, but we have to follow the nature and to work with the nature.
Besides displaying artwork, the 4-day event has also invited artists from different fields to forums, seeking more possibilities in artistic cooperation. Li Chung, CGTN, Beijing.